Buddy, and welcome back to Yulon, Age of Titans. I shouldn't have stretched right now as I was trying to say that. Oh my god. Okay. Last time, our party had decided to begin traveling east towards Rukar's home, the Dragon Skull Isle. Two of our lovely characters, Valko and Damon, got engaged, and Valko finally was reunited with an ancient enemy. The Quiet Whale, W-A-I-L, not whale, W-H-A-L-E.
I love the English, don't you?
Mutated
I didn't
kraken.
realize it wasn't W-H-A-L-E.
Exactly.
I've been so unsure this entire time. Anytime I've typed it out, I've like triple guessed myself.
Nobody knew what it was supposed to be, because that's just what it's called by the one survivor that you know about. And
Wait, did I name that?
no,
I was gonna say.
I have it in my mind that like Valko was like trying to explain it to some peasant. I was just like, all right, we're gonna call it this.
Fair enough.
But yes, we resume session after Black Razor has gone quiet. Valko, you just received some unsettling news that one of the shards is headed east very quickly.
Yeah. I think I can't remember if I asked this last week, or last time, but did it seem like it was coming towards us?
It has already passed you.
Oh. Oh, great. Okay. Cool. That's cool.
Also, I just remember this from last session. What? But I remember that Ocean Bounty mentioned something about a certain dragon on the Giant Skull Isle. What was that? Like,
He knew about, from his past, a bronze great worm
Gotcha.
that was known to live in the area. And said that it's likely that he's alive because last time he saw the great worm, it had gotten to the point where it was too big to fly, and therefore too big to realistically leave and be near the epicenter of the cataclysm that killed most of the adult dragons.
I guess.
Okay.
Valko is gonna go over to wherever Damon is. I don't know, like tap his shoulder, or shake him a little bit if he's sleeping.
Yes?
Apparently, according to Black Razor, one of the shards is on the move. It's moving east.
East. Or,
In the same direction we're going. Apparently, it's already past us.
what, do you think it's skeleton? Or do you think it Kron?
Oh,
Those
God,
are the
I
only
think-
two left, right?
He nods. I asked this last time too, and I think I don't remember the answer. I think
Black
what was
Razor
it?
doesn't know.
They don't know. Oh, okay, right.
It just knows the shard is movement,
Yeah.
not who it's attached to.
I'm not sure which one it is. I was gonna go up and see if, well, if it's the skeleton, we might be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Balko's gonna do that. He's gonna go up to the top of the turtle. Just go try to see what he can see.
Make me a perception check.
Actually, where does Rukar sleep? Does he sleep like up on top of the turtle, or does he sleep like in like a room?
I think it varies, but like I think this is like a brand new day after the fight, right?
No, this is
think
the
it's the
night
middle of
before. Or this is the
I think
night
it's
right
the middle
after.
of the night.
Yeah.
Middle of the night after the fight. Yeah, he basically hunkered down in his room. Like, if you like go to like and down the corridor and find his room, you'll just see him like lying in a giant mud nest. That's
okay.
just been terraformed by the Zaratan. He sometimes sleeps above, he sometimes sleeps above in the tree, but after that whole ordeal, he's like, "Fuck it, I just want to get to bed."
Okay. The Volko will knock on like the outside, like the door frame or the door of your room.
If I remember correctly, you said the rooms that the Zaratan crafted are like tied to the person, so they can just do whatever. So they can basically just do whatever with the room they were gifted, right?
Yep.
The door just swings open as Rukar just sits there in his nest with his eyes like, yeah.
Can you come up with me and help me see if we can see something? Apparently one of the shards of Black Razor is on the move, and I want to see if it's the skeleton or Croc. Need a better set of eyes than mine.
Yeah, I get it. Never a dull moment. And he gets up from the nest. He gets up from the nest, stretches out his back, and then it follows you out to the deck, flying up to one of the trees and land on top of one of them to act as his crow's nest.
Okay. And yeah, Balko will also take a look around as well.
Making sure I'm reading it correct. Just a reminder, because it's been a while. Yeah, advanced perception. Yeah. I just had to remind myself because it's been a while. Alright. Perception. 31.
You see open ocean. You cannot see any sign of the skeleton or Croc. You are still several days of travel away from the Isle. So neither of you see anything.
Yeah. Where would Valko be on the deck?
Is Rukar there? Where is
Rukard's up here right now.
Okay. Balko's probably... I don't know, maybe he like flew up into one of the other trees, I think.
Okay.
And is looking just from the other side.
Yeah. Rukard like fly over this area. Like, you said it already passed it, right?
Yeah. I don't see anything.
Yeah, it depending on if we don't know what. Well, for one thing, we don't know when it passed it, so it could be very much long gone by now. And if it happened during the chaos with the with that whale thing, then we would be none the wiser. We couldn't even hear it, let alone see it. Oh, what's that?
Huh? Oh, don't worry about that. I was no. I'm actually serious. I was fucking with the character sheet for Uldrew, that Draco Hydra that you guys met a while back.
Right.
Okay.
God,
The character sheet is doing this weird thing where it's like it's popped open like the edit function on some of the abilities, and if I try to close it, it opens up the edit on a different fucking ability, and I don't know how to deal with it, and so I must have accidentally clicked on the reactive heads ability.
No
that
worries.
is my bad.
I get it. Oh yeah.
You just love to give us a little scare, you know?
You guys
I get
could
it.
probably beat the shit out of him at this point.
Oh yeah, probably.
Probably.
It's been forever since that Draco Hydra. My God.
Volko's just going to sigh. Like, sorry I woke you, I guess.
No, it's not. No, without valid concern. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think is more likely? The bone? Well, it can't be the bone giant because the bone giant was on. Because the bone giant was on the bone hours, and we are not going there. We're like further away from there, so it's either something in the direction of my home is calling out to one of them, or that's Croc hunting down the other shard.
It's gotta be Croc.
Yeah,
other
because
one doesn't
like,
move.
yeah, he's only like we only seen him, like we've seen him in the water. This is his turf, which makes it all the more threatening if he just passed us by without a second glance. Well, maybe not a second. Well, out of character, maybe not a second glance because he probably wasn't really near us. He was just in our general vicinity, far enough away that he just kept moving.
You can head back to bed for now. I'm going to stay up a bit longer.
All right.
I'll come get you if I need something.
Yeah, I get it. Don't run yourself too ragged. As he then takes off and flies back landing, and then goes back down to his room.
Yeah, I think Volko will spend at least a good portion of the rest of the night probably keeping watch, just in case.
Alrighty. Let's see. God, my crap is like so not like organized. Alrighty, I would like everybody to roll me a D100.
Ooh, I love
Hello.
rolling D1. I love rolling D100.
I feel like nothing bad will
19.
happen.
13.
Nothing bad will ever happen. 89.
Damn it, Rex.
28.
Don't say goddamn it, man. What do you mean?
Who knows?
Alrighty.
This could be golf rules. Lower could be better.
Over the next couple days of travel, on the first day, Rukar, you spot a group of water elementals. They don't seem to be aggressive, but they are moving through the water by your ship. It's kind of hard for you to spot them, but there is like seaweed, like bits of like seaweed or flotsam or whatever that moves differently, showing that there is a creature made of water there. And they pass by your ship. They hang out for maybe like an hour, just kind of like looking kind of curiously at the ship before moving on. And the same thing on the second day. You see another group of water elementals. This area seems to be quite populated with them. As one of you goes down at the start of the day and go to check your water reserves on the ship, you find that they are exceptionally clean. No sign of like age from being in the barrel. You know, it tastes like fresh spring water. And you feel that the water elementals have blessed your passage.
Oh, how nice of them.
Have a roll me a d6.
Okay.
Oh.
2.
As on the third day you are traveling, you are surprised by the sound of what sounds like laughter at first. And as you look around, you see a pod of dolphins have surfaced and are playing in the wake of the great turtle. They have an odd circle of pink skin on the crown of their heads. And you would recognize these as pink lord dolphins.
Is it anything that's a cause for alarm, or is it just
No,
it's just an animal just vibing?
they are just animals. They are a pod of dolphins similar to any we would have here in our world. The main difference being that they are called pink lords because of the crown-like markings that they all have as a species.
Gotcha. Huh. Neat.
On the fourth day, yes.
While we're traveling, there is a conversation I'd like to have with Akko at some point.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Hello.
You can have your conversation on the third day.
Okay. At some point, probably later in the night, there's a knock on your door, Akko, to your room.
I'm coming.
Yeah, Volko comes in, nods to you, shuts the door behind him.
Oh, hi. Oh, I think I remember. Is this about the book?
Yeah, he looks a little surprised. Yes, actually.
Knew it. I don't really
I'm-
get to.
You first, sorry.
I don't remember to ask my question first to the book, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can get your question.
I actually don't think I need it anymore. The question.
What do you mean?
I haven't.
Have you
really-
found an alternative?
Tinwei says he did.
Oh,
I don't know what it is, though. He can't tell me at the moment. But I'm going to trust him on it. So if you need all three of those questions, they're yours.
I understood, but is there anything that I can do to help? Or
He kind of shrugs. I don't know anything about it. Tinwei just couldn't tell me anything, so I don't even know how I could help.
Akko kind of like picks the book from the pouch and goes, "We can find out."
His tail deflects, like he seems interested. What did you have in mind?
Well, from the looks of it, it seems that Tinwei has a plan, so maybe we can ask someone, kind of like wiggles the book as he says this, someone, what that plan would be. Hopefully for the better of the plan, or find out any ways that we can make it better for you.
Let's give it a try.
For scientific purpose, of course. Research.
Hmm.
I mean, that's what we're going to tell Tinwei if he ever pops up here.
I mean, he'll know about this.
Okay.
We kind of can share senses. He taps his head.
What? So he just heard this entire conversation.
Probably.
You could have told me.
I can't turn it off.
I mean, it's a fair question, but it wouldn't be able to answer. Tinwy's sitting.
Is he
on
just
the
in the
chair.
room, or
Yeah.
does that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just staring at him like slide like. First of all, hello.
What do you mean it can't answer?
If I can't tell you, what do you think? Why do you think that thing would be able to tell you?
It's separate from you.
If you were bound
With
to
all
me
due
not
respect.
to tell me, like, maybe the book could have.
Go ahead and try.
Vonka will look at Akko.
Akko is going to, looking at Tinwei, he's putting the book on the table, opening the book, and then gesturing to Valko. Valko or Tinwei, actually, gesturing to the both of them to answer the question.
I actually don't know what question to ask. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
trying
could-
to think of one, unless you have one in mind.
I could.
Oh, and
Akko,
Volko, don't bother trying to ask it anything about. Akko, you hear static. Volko, you hear Hadar.
what the f-
Its
What did
knowledge
you
is only limited to this plane of existence. Well,
Huh?
this pocket
That
dimension.
makes sense.
How did you make that noise with your mouth?
Of all the questions,
I don't
Do you
know
have
what
the-
the hell you
by the way,
said.
do you
Did
have
you
the book-
speak abyssal? Or
Do you have the book open? just asking for a friend.
he is not asking the book this question. He's asking this to Tinwei.
I'm
Yeah, but
not
this book
a
has
dick
ears,
like
though.
that
Yeah.
anymore.
See? What do you mean anymore? Okay.
We all make mistakes in our youth.
Now I'm just picturing a younger Book of Knowledge.
Yeah, like the book used to behave by like genie rules. It's just like, what day is today? It's the current day, moron.
It's the
Shit like
current
that.
day, idiot. Anyways. Book. What is... How is Tinwei planning to bring themselves and Valko home? To their home?
Everybody, except for Tinwei, in the room gets a massive headache and hears static.
Okay.
Volko, through holding his head and like one eye closed, looking at Timmy, like, does this have something to do with the warden or something? What the hell was that?
Akko is going to immediately close the book.
The warden doesn't have that power here. This is because of the person who controls this world.
Oh?
Do you really think I'd be allowed to answer that?
Bad answer.
Alright, well, I can tell that this isn't gonna go anywhere. I get it. Just let me know if you need anything.
Will do. And Tinwei's gone. Akko, there is a little piece of paper on the table in front of you.
Oh. I'm gonna pick it up and see what's on it.
It just says, I'll give you a refund for that one. You still
How
have 3
thoughtful.
questions.
How thoughtful. Almost tempted to find a way to prevent those headaches, but given what is at play, I'm not sure. Not sure it's even worth a try. Okay.
Let's just leave it be.
Yeah. Oh. Apologies then.
No, it's alright. He, like, stands there for a minute, like, his mouth closed. He looks a little uncomfortable, and then is like, can I ask you for advice on something unrelated to this?
Go ahead. I mean, I'm pretty well versed in a lot of domains, I think.
I think I made a mistake.
What do you mean?
So I'm going to marry Damon, but he doesn't know about Sebastian, his other husband, who passed away not on our ship.
I do remember that. Out of all the domains, you picked the one that I'm not well versed in. Okay.
You're in a relationship too.
Have you seen how I handled that? Not well. And I am pretty sure that I have a lot to learn still.
Well,
But they are my mistakes. That's not to be talked about here.
I wanted to tell him, but I'm not sure if I can or should. I wanted to do it before I had proposed, but I got ahead of myself the other day.
Well, I think... I think the matter of the question is, why doesn't he not remember him? Is it the price that he paid to be alive? Is it part of the deal with Baffelin? Is it just
I don't
memory
even think he
repression?
knows.
Because the thing is this: if the thing that is preventing him from remembering, or even the reason why he forgot at all, is divine, we might, if you tell him, he might end up with the same situation that we just had with this book.
Maybe.
But that is only if the reason he forgot was divine. If it is just a price to pay to defy death, who knows what could happen?
I had tried encouraging him before to try talking to Varys, but he seemed off-put by the idea. Don't know if he even wants to remember or hear about it. But
Could be a repressed memory then.
it feels wrong somehow to be, the only one in the relationship to know about it. I feel like he should know. wish this wasn't so complicated. He's like pacing a little bit with his tail lashing.
I
If something like this happened to Biz, would you tell him?
well, that's the thing. I am very much advocating for truth and clarity, so I would try at least. But if it does end up hurting him, then I don't think I can push much more than what pain could allow him.
I think it would hurt him even if whether he remembered or not, you remember, he said he killed him. I don't know what the hell went on underneath the deck that day.
Just for clarification, Akko was there, right?
So like, what the party members saw was Damon bringing Sebastian's like corpse up to the top of the ship, but then when we were going into the the Calandroy, the underwater city. What was that? What was the name of that place?
Was it Mariportum? Was it Mariportum or the actual one?
Wait, hold on. What? Sorry, repeat the question.
I
When
was trying
did-
to remember the name of Akko's place that
Calandroy?
was
The Kylan.
Oh,
was
the
the Calandroy?
Calandroy.
Right. Yeah, but when we were out in front of the Calandroy, when we were being questioned in that zone of truth, Damon had said that he had killed his husband, like out loud or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
I
I
remember
never
that.
got a chance to circle back about that because someone had to get rid of Damon's memories. So I don't know what happened. But
I
yeah,
guess nobody knows what happened anymore.
for real.
Yeah, I don't
Not
know if
even
anyone. I don't know if any, I honestly forgot all about that. and I
Nobody
think-
else was in the room where it happened.
yeah.
Yeah, Varys fucking left.
well, yeah, but we know I'm pretty sure that some of the party knows what not what the reason is, but like what Sebastian had before before Damon had to put him down. Put him down.
It's not a dog.
I don't know. How else do you want me to talk about it?
He was my husband. Ow.
He was old.
Wait, sorry, Drex. So, like, what's your question?
Like, did the crew know about what Sebastian had? Like, what was going on with him? I'm pretty sure that they knew that.
Like that he had Black Razor? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys all knew that.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
fought
okay.
him.
Yeah.
And Volko had a front row seat to the whole Black Razor possession transfer thing, so there would.
Yeah.
I would say the crew would know.
Okay.
They didn't know what happened. They didn't know. I guess they didn't know what happened to Sebastian. Or you know how Sebastian went. Like the full scope of like what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know how he died. We just know he died on the ship, and Damon brought him up. We don't know what happened. So
And Damon, in a zone of truth, said he had killed him.
yeah,
Yeah.
And we all kind of collectively forgot that. Cause I guess we're like, I mean,
not me.
I did. I honestly did.
Core
I
memories
also
stored.
kind of did.
Ever since that moment, I was like, I gotta circle back to this and find a moment to ask about it. I got to. And then she fucking died and and then Damon died and lost his memories, and I was like, no.
I also find ironic that like if you need something secret about your partner, you told them it, even though it would hurt them, would you do it? And I'm just looking at Akko and Biz, and we're just exactly looking at them like, yes, would you?
Yeah.
I think I speak from experience, but you probably should tell your partner about important decisions.
Are you just in the corner of the
You know
room?
what? I
like,
should have
adding
said
your 2
that.
cents? Is
Heather,
this there?
you're so right. I should have said that.
The mental image of Biz always being in the room but so ingrained into their own work and like their separate part of the room like working on their own thing, they just block out everything
It's
else.
true.
Yeah,
They
Heather,
do share a room. Do you
I
want to
should
be in the
ask-
scene?
is Biz chiming in on the conversation? Is Biz
Yeah,
there?
Biz is like still at their desk working and just pipes up for that one comment.
I think Volko didn't even it didn't even occur to him like, oh, someone else is in here.
Aku is
Yay.
unfazed. He's
What
used to
what
this.
was it you just said though? I can you repeat it?
I speak from personal experience, but I think you should tell your spouse about important life decisions.
The door swings
Yeah.
closed. Biz was sitting there behind the door.
But that's just me.
Oh no, don't worry. It's also me. That's kind of the reason why I told you about this. He shows the palm again. He kind of wiggles it
What is that?
back at the zigzag.
Volko
Garvon?
looks Garvon?
Yeah, I kind of took a loan from him.
Akko never told the group that he took another
Yeah,
call
Akko
from
hasn't said
Yulon.
shit today.
I told Biz.
Yeah, and Biz didn't tell anybody else.
No, Akko is saying this to Valko. Like, I told Biz. He was. I'm pretty
When
sure
did you
the
make
only
that?
I remember when Sanido was taunting us about, Cassandra, us playing in her hands and whatever.
It's been that long,
Yeah,
and you just didn't tell anybody. Aside
I mean, it's
from
not
Biz?
like Garvon would send hitmen on us. I'm sorry, that
I
was
thought-
rude.
Oh,
Volko was-
window
That
open.
was so
in his
rude.
notes, he's just like,
Okay.
I thought we would have
so
gotten
sorry.
to the point where we would be telling each other about these deals and shit.
Dimensional window opens up as Gone took his head out. Oh, I wouldn't say that before closing it.
So
immediately.
the thing about that is, Akko, you feel some warmth in your pocket.
Okay,
Arvon has some really good repo, guys.
he does have some really good repo guys, but I got an item to pay him with, but seeing if
What?
I can find another.
What did you want from him that you needed to take a loan? Or make a
This,
deal?
he pulls up a diamond.
God.
Really exquisite,
It's a
Probably-
big diamond.
tens of thousands.
Why do you need
I remember.
that?
Stuck to
Do you remember the? Oh,
Stuck to the diamond is the business card, and all it says is because we don't need hitmen.
oh, he sent a message. Look. Anyways, do you remember the question that I asked Tiamat about Metis?
Yes.
This, he shows the diamond, was because I thought that he was dead. Turns out a dead god is quite tricky to resurrect. And this would have been one of the parts.
You were going to resurrect Metis.
The god of war, in order to support us.
That is insane.
It is
It's part for the course for this
a
party.
support.
No, absolutely.
It is a support that we could need. We are engaging ourselves in a war against Cassandra. Sun Eater said it himself, the war of life against death. To end the cycle.
I get it. What are you going to do with it now? 'Cause you don't. Metis is alive.
There is still some records that I can remember. Let's call it a contingency for now.
Please be careful with resurrecting things long, long dead.
I'll do my best. When it comes to Damon, though,
Yeah.
he did say that he killed himself, but I'm pretty sure that he himself was reluctant. I mean, it was his husband, and he used to be the first one to between the three of you, just be the first holder of Black Razor, so probably it affected him more than he hoped.
Well, I know that whatever had happened, it wasn't out of I doubt it was out of some sort of malice or necessary, just.
Come on, Volko. Damon? Malice?
No, just. The idea of having to tell him that he killed his husband. That alone is going to just. Even if he doesn't remember it, that's painful.
Well,
Not to mention, I don't know anything about their relationship or anything about them. So that being one of the only things I can tell him about, if he doesn't remember if he doesn't remember Sebastian at all. And he like grimaces a bit.
I would say that the only thing that you would need is to find a moment where he would be able to hear the truth like this. But I still remain convinced that I think that if he did kill him, it was for Sebastian's own good. So maybe this could help soften the blow.
Maybe.
Apart from that, I fear that I would not be able to help you much more in this question.
I understand. I appreciate the help, regardless. How are you two doing anyway? His eyes flick between Biz and Akko.
We're
I'd say, oh,
doing better.
yeah.
He nods. Good.
Tempted to make.
We probably need to stop making deals with higher powers, though.
We really do.
It just seems par for the course at this point.
Now that you mention it, we have a goddess on board. We have two people that did make a pact with Black Razor. We have the both of us points at Biz and himself.
We had whatever the fuck was going on with Whittle and the Crow.
Are we even sure that it was the Crow? I'm pretty sure it was just a toll.
It certainly felt like it.
It was
Like
one
there's
of its
some sort
vestiges.
of relation going on there.
It was one of its vestiges, so more or less.
Well, that answered it.
What? Whittle was a vestige.
No,
No, the
think-
storyteller.
Yeah.
Oh.
It does make sense because it was going around handing rainbow feathers just like these. He takes out his own from his uniform.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Emma.
But
Hello, Emma.
I'm awake, I'm sorry.
Did you have a nice nap?
I did.
Yay.
And then I turned in a really big project, and now I'm here.
hell yeah.
What are we
But-
doing? What did I miss?
No way.
Akko is currently.
Talking about Damon's old husband, no big deal.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! What?
You haven't really missed much. As of right now, we are currently just there's currently just an RP thing between Akko and Valko.
Akko, Biz, and Volko.
Yeah, Biz is also in the room, who chimed in once, but is still, I believe, working on a project.
He's vibing.
Yeah.
He's working. He's in the zone.
Volko was asking for advice on whether or not he should tell Damon about Sebastian.
And Alco told him yes. Just be careful about it.
Oh, he would.
Wait, doesn't Valko know about Sebastian?
Valko does.
He does, but Damon doesn't remember.
Oh!
Yeah, remember,
Yeah.
dying coming back just rebooted the memory.
It
He
took away
definitely
some
have-
memories.
He doesn't have any memories of anybody who's dead.
Yep.
Oh, shit!
So yeah, Volko's been like brooding over this for like a hot minute and a half of just like, I proposed to him, but he doesn't know about his husband. And what the fuck am I doing? He should know about his other husband.
So wait, does Damon just see Varys as some guy that he knows, but he's not sure how he knows him?
Well, isn't Varys technically undead? Like,
Yeah,
Or-
but like the fact that you don't remember any of your old crewmate except for Varys, because he's the only one left.
so it's not that he doesn't remember he had a crew. He just doesn't remember who they are.
Oh, okay.
Or any like context or he remembers the context around his life. Like he was like the captain on a ship. He doesn't remember any of the people who are dead though.
Like the detail and context behind, like he knows like the grand scope, but the detail and
Like
context is now fuzzy
he
and
does
muddled.
know that he was married before, but he doesn't remember his husband.
Maybe.
Lovely.
Which means he doesn't even remember his kid.
He doesn't.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
wow. Great.
Oh no.
So-
Iris is here for the drama. Oh,
Hello, Kitty.
Hi, Iris.
hi. Did people want to say hello? Bye. Okay.
She doesn't.
She wants to be off camera and just twitch her tail.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hi.
To be
Uh,
fair,
yeah.
I didn't have much more to add to like the conversation we were having, so we can also just like wrap that up.
Yeah. Alco just finishes the sentence saying, well, I think Rukor is pretty much the only one that hasn't made a deal.
Yeah.
Or that isn't in relation to any gods or something. At any rate, just be careful when you tell him. Alright?
I will. He winces again and is like, "Do you think Aveline would be able to help with it?"
What? No, I'm kidding.
They're in like Aku and Biz's room, so like,
I mean,
are you in the
if
fucking
anyone is
walls?
more suited.
You somehow just hear like down and thump and just hear like scamper, just like someone just got caught off guard, like, oh shit, what happened? What happened?
Alco just stares at you and says, if you say her name one more time, she will appear. You know this.
I know.
But if anyone is more suited for social stuff, it's her. Honestly, I don't know why you seek me out first. Hello?
I don't look at the door.
I'm here to talk about wedding details, but I can't find Valka.
Hide.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, he turns invisible. Sure.
It's that scene from Scott Pilgrim.
Just for a moment.
Hi, is Scott
You
here?
know, you-
Jumps out the window. No, he just left.
You know,
Actually, nah, you know what? No, he doesn't do that. He doesn't turn invisible. I thought that would be funny, and then I'm like, I don't think he would actually do that.
no, but the matter of him just like holding up the peace sign and then just lowering transparency, you know, just fully clear.
The same kid.
You know what? He just left.
She just left.
So
Yeah.
I get that now. I finally watched the movie.
oh, hell yeah.
I just.
Alco just goes over to the door and just looks at Valko being like, see, I told you.
What?
Opens
what?
it.
My
Told
basement.
who
Oh,
what?
not
Who's
you.
there?
No, hi, Evelyn.
How to summon? You can't summon me yet. Wait a minute. Can you?
We just
Try
did,
it.
I think. I fear.
By the power of convenience, yes, you did.
All I
Hold on, I'm
did
gonna
was
walk away. I
type
want you to do
my
it again.
name.
And she like walks around the hall.
Closes the door.
You think if I just say her name?
Do you want to, or should I?
You test it.
Okay. Evelyn, I'm having husband troubles.
All right, Akko and Aveline both roll a d20.
Oh, no!
I would just
Oh,
expect to like
Kevin.
I would expect to just for Abbott to like put a note, to just shove a note card underneath the door just to like
Nothing.
read this.
Nothing happens.
Aveline
You were
was just
unable
gonna, like-
to summon Aveline.
Huh.
Aveline just walks back around. I don't think it worked.
Hold on.
you didn't
What back
hear
another one?
tingling sensation? Is somebody having marital issues?
Akko stares at you and he just like waves his hand in kind of like a shoe manner. Hold on, we're gonna make another test.
Okay, but I do need to find out. Like, there are things.
He shoes again.
He's standing
It's
right
just-
there, like.
Valko, you can we connect on?
Closes the door.
No, let her in.
He's holding the book, and she's like, "Well, fuck, fine."
You don't
and then you hear her
understand.
footsteps down the hall.
This is crucial research, Valko. Come on, try it, try it.
What? I. Like, he
You must have
starts,
got this
like,
hypothesis.
He's
watching you,
staring
like,
at you. Akko is staring at you. You've just given him a research subject.
We're going to kill this man, Drex. You know that? Volko begrudgingly, like, puts his hand on his head. He's like, oh, Aveline, I'm having marriage issues.
Aveline runs through the door. No, I'm kidding.
Volko and Aveline roll a d20.
Can I roll 2? Because she
Well, you
very
better
Oh my
roll a
God.
2, because I rolled
invested-
1.
Nothing happens.
Right.
For context, you
Okay.
both have to roll the exact same number.
That's what I
That's what I
rolled.
thought, yeah.
Fuck.
Hold on, I want to roll one more time, not just for shits. Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Anyway, Akko opens the door. Anyways, he does.
Are we done?
Yes, sorry about this.
Anyway, Valko, I had some ideas for a venue. I was thinking the ship. Thoughts?
That's fine.
Great! I already booked it. Now, as for music, as you know,
He looks
I would
very
be honored to
distracted.
play, but I am currently unavailable. However, me is also available. I have 3 copies of me. You can book 1, 2, or 3, all for the low, low price of free. However, if you choose to pass up on this offer, I not only will be offended, but it will not be free.
I will pay you to decline my. You will have to pay me to decline my offer.
Akko puts a hand on your shoulder. The marriage stuff is very thoughtful. I'm pretty sure that Valko has other questions for you at this instance.
Amazing. Shoot. I have
He
a whole
locks
binder.
eyes with you.
Aveline pulls out
With
a
you,
binder.
who? Me or
With
me
Akko,
or
with Akko,
Evelyn?
with Akko.
He gives you a gentle smile that is
Malice.
Why are you angry?
he's angry because I sold him out.
For what? And then she's like slowly pulling out the binder more, and it's like 3 inches thick and stuffed with things.
Gently puts it back down in your pouch.
Is this not time for the binder? I
I
worked
I
so
think the
hard.
binder can wait a little bit.
Oh,
need to
Oh.
ask you something about Damon.
he
Don't
has a
worry, the
really
marriage is not as
embarrassing-
thick.
He has a really embarrassing middle name, but it's okay. We can omit it for the ceremony.
He blinks a couple times. Not about that.
Okay. Now I'm nervous. Go ahead.
He doesn't. He doesn't remember Sebastian, his other husband.
And if he doesn't remember Sebastian, he doesn't remember his kid either.
He has a kid.
Yeah, me. No other children. Just me.
Right.
Uh
But no,
huh.
he remembers you.
Of course. Right. I'm the. So here's the deal.
I thought Damon had explained that.
Yeah, I'm
like,
pretty sure you
him
guys
and
all knew
Sebastian-
about it.
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah.
have oh, did we remember about it? I thought we only heard about the husband.
I knew about the kid from the journal.
I know you know that, so I figured that was about to be the conversation.
I thought Damon had explained to everybody that like they had a kid together. And that's why like Sebastian took up Black Razor to try in a vain attempt to try and save his soul. Or like
I
bring him
don't-
back.
To be so real, I don't think that happened. All I remember from that happening is Damon got possessed, Damon was gone. We couldn't talk to Sebastian, really, so we couldn't get anything out of him. And then the next interaction, Sebastian was dead.
Yeah, but
And then
like
we
after
never
that,
I don't think we ever circled back to the kid thing. I don't know.
I could have swore we did.
I'm gonna trust your memory on that.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's the kid, and then there's the husband. And... Right. So what do you... Well, I mean, he remembers that he was married. That's not the problem.
I guess. I don't know. It feels
What-
wrong to be the only one who knows about Sebastian at all.
You mean between the two of you?
Yes, but between us two. I want to tell him, but I'm not sure he wants to know.
Well, then maybe you leave the door open for him to ask you questions. You don't have to be the one to make the decision for him. You don't like it when I make decisions for you. But you could give him the option. And I have his journal. If that's something he's interested in, if he wants to know more about not just his husband, but his child and his crew.
Balko cocks his head. Like, you have a journal from him?
It was my wedding present. I was finally old enough to hear all the stories that I had spent a lifetime being told when you're older. So,
I see.
if he's interested. But I think it might be better coming from you.
Could I borrow that journal for a bit? I don't intend on reading it myself at the moment.
I understand that it would be a wonderful tool to getting Damon back to himself, and I'm more than willing to share it with Damon. Can I ask what you want with it?
I mostly wanted to present it to him as an option myself. But I understand you wanting to hold on to it.
I'm trying very hard to be okay with all of this. And I can give you the journal, but you have to promise that I get it back.
You have my word.
Okay.
I would never keep it from you. And I won't lose it. I know how important it sounds to you.
Yes. I'll get it for you. Just let me know when you plan to have that talk. And I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Was that all?
Yes. I guess at some point I will have to find a moment for that. But
Right.
that was all.
Just as a note before I leave, I will have to know about the music sooner rather than later. We'll have to plan for the harmonies. Nope, not the time. It's fine. No, I got it. We'll chat later. And then she like jets.
No, we can talk about it now. It's okay.
Yes, now the binder can come out. It was just until he asked the question.
I think I ought to.
The binder can come out. And
We can go talk to Damon if you want.
you're gonna talk to Damon now?
Not about. I meant your thing.
The
music.
binder. Yes. We love the binder. The binder is good. The binder is easy. The binder will never die. The binder stays. The
I
binder
think-
loves me.
Volko
I
is
need
starting
the
to gently usher Abilene out of Biz and Akko's room while she's having this talk of the binder.
Ako, full staring at Valko, kind of smiles, but also mouths sorry to you.
Yeah,
binder.
you should tell Falco all about the binder.
The binder has
Closes the door.
67 pages dedicated to scents, to floral smells.
As
You-
as he's like ushering her out, like through the Volko like reaches into his pocket and like through the message spell to Akko says, "Thank you for hearing me out, at least."
You're welcome. Sorry for immediately selling you out to her, but I know that you wouldn't open up.
You were right. But he will like shut the door and like get Eveline like down the hall, like going to wherever Damon is. Like,
And 300 pages of potential quotes and jokes to put inside the ceremony. You get to choose. And on the back of each of those pages is suggested readings from different holy books so that you can get married in the religion of your choosing. Are you going to get married by Tinley? Is that a thing? Is Tinley ordained? Can gods be ordained?
I
Yes.
already
have to
said.
go in the binder. I have to put it in the binder.
I thought I
Which
already said you were the
class?
one officiating.
She is so scary.
For God's sake, you slow down.
But I have to show you. I have to show you the color scheme. Carefully mapped out color schemes for you.
Can
to
you
choose
wait
from.
until we find Damon at least?
Actually terrifies me.
But there's so many pages. Listen, I
Nice.
know 300 pages sounds like a lot for different things, like different sayings to be put, but there's so many religions, and honestly, picking and choosing, like, I think we can keep the ceremony to a tight 2 hours.
Damon just wakes up to a series of messages: help, 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 help.
I think there's just one, and it's please assist me with her.
This is the binder, hold on.
It is then followed by a gif of someone laughing by Biz.
Century from now, this binder will go down in history as a holy artifact, and a copy of it will be found in every hotel room and a nightside table.
Oh my god! Listen, but it's literally only the pages talking about what could be said in the marriage and the different gods and religions. And so it's just like, and this is the holy book, and all of the other wedding like related content has been lost.
This that thick because not only do you have all of your all of your wedding stuff in there. It also just has like a lot of text, like supplementary text for each religion to set up context for each of them.
So,
and lo,
you-
the
you know-
god is set upon us. No fart jokes.
That's it. That's one of the rules. It's in the 300 pages. Is not.
You know
Listen,
how
logo.
food blogs have like a nasty recipe of like hiding the actual recipe in like mountains of text?
Yeah.
I imagine that Aveline's holy book is like that, but with wedding planning.
Yes. Every so
God.
often, like in the middle of like color palettes, beneath like a beautiful color palette of pink and dove gray and this like nice dark cherry color, is this. And thus said Aveline, don't be a bitch. Only choose pink if your partner also agrees. Anyway, listen, Valgo. I have to tell you, the 300 pages, it's
Unity
also rules for
1216.
how things should mix and match. It's not just sayings to choose from. That's only pages 1 through 100. And then maybe sprinklings in there of like 152 through like 186B, and then like a little bit on like 200B through 289. Like it's complicated. There are also rules, and then it's okay. I'll explain it. It makes sense. I organized it according to the power of love.
I think Damon gets a second message that says, "Please come find us, please."
And then Aveline just starts singing the instructions for the binder, which will in fact activate Damon's Aveline sense.
Hello. I've been called. What?
Dad, okay, so listen, I
Aveline, are
made
you
this
behaving?
binder. She like throws it at him.
Walko looks a little desperate.
It knocks him over.
And you have to understand that part of the binder, like the amazingness of the binder, is that I made it with love, and it will never leave me, and it will never die. It will never choose to die. It will be loved
Oh, no.
generations.
This is the warlock. This is the warlock equivalent of the Book of Shadows. You cannot destroy it until you destroy the pact.
Wait,
I mean,
is Aveline coping with everybody
you have
leaving
something you want to
the
say to me.
binder?
Why would I have anything I want to say to you? And then she turns open the first page of the binder, and it's just like, the ultimate guide to love and weddings that will never die. Love is eternal. Love will never choose to die. It's like her whole manifesto about how death kind of sucks and love is the remedy for all. And I have nothing to say to you. Turns the second page. Why does everyone leave? Oh, that shouldn't be in there. And then she rips it out and like puts it. Anyway,
Aveline.
so what did I tell you? No, hold on. You haven't seen the color palettes.
Aveline, I think this needs to be addressed.
Why? Why does? But the binder. I made the binder. I told Falco about the binder. Why can't I tell you
It's
about
obvious you're bothered.
the binder? Bothered by what? I'm
It's
bothered by
obvious
nothing.
you're hurt. And I'm sorry.
I'm coping. I'm doing the breathing exercises.
Aveline, do you remember the conversation we had back on the Zigzackle?
I do, which is why I made the binder, to process some of my emotions. Because you know what I realized? People will die. But you know how we get through that? Do you know how we get through people dying and choosing to leave you? Just because even though they love you, right? They have other things going on in their life. So do you know how we get through that? It's love. It's the power of love. And this binder! And I might be having a few issues processing some of my emotions, yes.
Aveline, I would like to explain, if you would let me.
It's not that I don't understand. You've lived a long and very full life.
It's not just that, Aveline.
I
I think there's a very different. I think choosing to die and allowing yourself to die are two very different things. So I'm allowing myself to die soon because I don't want to live forever. But the thing is, if given the choice to live as long as I want, I don't know if I could make the choice to die intentionally. I don't know if that's something I could do. And I don't want to live forever.
I know. I'm not mad anymore. But now I have to live with everybody leaving. And I understand you're not choosing to leave. I know you wouldn't choose to leave me or die. I know you wouldn't choose to leave. She looks at Valko and then she shuts up. I know you might have made different choices if circumstances were different. I did write this page before Valko and I had a talk. But I am processing things. I'm working on it. I'm trying to just be happy with the time that we have. Just because I also understand that if I spend the entire time being unhappy, then I'm just gonna miss you that much more when you're gone. So I made the binder. It's my version, I guess, of the journal. It's all of the things that I think, stream of consciousness, if you will. Although most of my stream of consciousness was how to plan the perfect wedding, but there are just too many perfect it's complicated. But I think I'm sorry I worried you. Can I show you the binder now, please?
Yes,
Also, we do have to talk about the music portion, and I have booked your venue. Welcome, this is your venue.
Thank you. I'm sure it was hard to make a date for this one.
Extremely. Do you know how many monsters I had to plan around?
All of them, likely.
Yes. You have 15 minutes for the ceremony, max.
POV on the deck like the crew are fighting Travis.
Oh my god.
We have 15 minutes before we get attacked by a quiet whale.
Honestly, for how Damon and Volko's stuff that would track.
Honestly,
we'd
in
have
my
to-
head, I don't know if any of you guys have seen Pirates of the Caribbean 3, but
Oh my God.
Will and Elizabeth's wedding on the ship in movie 3, just happening in a few minutes. That's low-key how I imagine Damon and Volko's wedding.
I'm thinking of the wedding from Wreck-It Ralph, of the soldier wedding where the bugs break in the cathedral halfway through.
I do want to show you something in the binder though. And she turns to the back cover. When I'm not so high-strung, and I did some thinking, she grabs, or she taps the book a couple times, and like sings to it a little bit, and some words are illuminated. Hold on. And they say, the power of love is eternal, the power of love is undying, and why does everyone keep leaving? And then under the why does everyone keep leaving, it's, yes, Greg, I saw your thing. Or Havoc, sorry.
No, it's fine either way.
And it's because life happens. It's not about me anymore. And neither is this wedding. However, I must talk to you about the music. So, I was thinking, you can't get me. I'm busy. I'm booked. But for the low price of free, you could get, and she snaps her fingers, and then RGB Valine appear.
I imagine they pop up from behind, like they pop up from behind like a barbershop trio. hello.
She's like, you could have all three, just one, or two, or again, all three. Harmonies are great. Of course, you don't have to book with them. Like I told Valgo, I'll only be majorly disappointed and hurt. Because they have the vocal cords of an angel, if I do say so myself. Look, it says here, right on page 3, and then she flips to page 3, and it's a picture of, or like a charcoal drawing of her smiling, but it's really poorly done. And it's her, and then you guys at the altar, and then the Fovalines standing off to the side singing.
The three of them sound fine.
Just fine. Well, we could get them more instruments if that's what you mean. Like a dulcimer, like...
Or like, who's that like religious paladin? Like Chapel Ronin.
Oh, you're right! The Chaplain Rogaine! The Chaplain
I'm
Rogaine!
going to die. I'm actually going to die.
Self-care check, everybody. Make sure you're drinking water.
Yep.
Drinking water.
Never! No.
I just got water.
And then final question. When would you like the wedding to be? How long do I have to plan this lovely wedding? Unless you don't want me to plan it, and then I'll put the binder away.
Maybe after we visit Ricar's home. He looks at Damon.
That works for me.
Is that enough time?
Yeah, of course. What are you wearing? Just out of curiosity.
I don't have any other clothes.
I hadn't actually thought about that.
You don't have any other. That's it. I'm learning how to sew.
A poof of...
Velko, do you wear the same outfit every single day?
No, I don't have anything to wear to a wedding.
A poof of smoke fills the hallway and clears, revealing Jackie Lynn, one of Garvon's demigods, with two racks of suits and dresses.
Jackie, this is on me. This is on me. And then I did want to talk to you later about negotiating our contract for the future.
Wait, you... Oh.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, is it going to be on you?
She vanishes.
No, like the money, I meant the money.
Oh, I thought you didn't like the clothes. Okay.
No. I'm saying the money, it's on me. They don't have to worry about it. Royalty, ship captain, money disparity.
Yeah, no. I was just here to pitch our line of wedding clothes.
I know. That's
my
what the
goodness.
contract was going to be about. I wanted to partner with you exclusively. And then she like opens the binder and pulls out a contract. And she's like, "Don't read it, just sign."
Luckily for you, I can speed read.
It just, at the bottom, it just says that you and all entities associated with your company become followers of me. It's not a big deal.
Crosses
You just
out.
have to believe in the power of love. That's all I am.
That's not how that works.
Well, you just have to become a follower of me if you sign the contract. I'll amend it.
Not how this works.
Fine. Anyone
I
know
would
the
love
aisle?
to. I would love to. I love what you got going on there with the binder. It looks fantastic. I would love to. However, I would lose all of my powers.
Oh, okay. Well, how about this? Could you help me by taking one of these? And she pulls out one of her immediate contact sending stones that she bought so long ago. She's like, when you are in contact with new people, would you just recommend that they give me a holler so that I can potentially set them up with someone really nice and, make them really happy?
This smells like a very good business deal. We can discuss details on that later.
Amazing! Thank you. I'll go rewrite the contract while you're busy.
Alright.
Demon,
Yes.
what are we thinking? Are we thinking periwinkle? Are we thinking blood red? Are we thinking white? Like, I don't know. I was thinking, I know typical bridal colors in Yulon tend to go towards, the pinky and the yellows. But, I just, for on the ship, I'm seeing you in, blues and reds.
As
There's not a
Aveline lists
bride
each of these
in this
colors.
wedding.
Ooh, sorry.
I was just saying, there's not a bride in this wedding.
As Aveline lists off a color each time, Jackie shifts all the clothes down and a new line of clothes appears in the color that Aveline is saying.
Jackie, genuinely, I think this business deal is going to be great for both of us. Also, will you put a hold on a rainbow dress? Muted, pastel-y kind of rainbow dress for me. Can we work that out later?
Running fiercely.
I understand. Listen, I understand that there's no bride in this wedding. However, that does not mean you have to wear the typical puke-colored orange suit. Listen, one of the first things I'd like to do when I achieve god status is quite literally rewrite wedding fashion, and we're starting here. Please don't wear orange.
Oh, okay. I won't wear orange.
Thank you. How about a nice blue?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you want light blue, dark blue, turquoise, azul? Do you want... Oh, you know what's really... Hold on. I have an idea.
Oh no.
It's funny. Navy blue, denim, blue 8-count, midnight blue, indigo, blue-green, cerulean.
Someone really just said, name every shade of blue.
Cornflower, Pacific blue. There's this thing called
What the fuck
Franche
is the Pacific?
blue. Franche blue.
Is
I looked up crayon.
cornflower not like a yellow color? I would
No.
expect that to be yellow.
That's blue, actually.
What?
Also, I just looked up crayon colors.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey, color the colors.
When I'm arguing with an Ultra Kill fan and they start throwing coordinates, I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're talking about parrying Winkle. I have no idea.
Okay. So what kind of blue are you envisioning for yourself? And I see ruffles.
Ruffles. I don't. Maybe not that one.
No, not this one. Okay, but what about this one? And it's like
Maybe not ruffles.
no ruffles at all.
No.
Okay. How about nice shut? Do you want gold or silver buttons?
Silver?
You want like gold or silver buttons?
Silver.
Good choice. You made it all on your own.
I.
And then I'm thinking. Oh, I'm making facial expressions. Oh, love how the stream's named Devastation, but so far we've. Oh, the stream is named what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What is going to happen?
What?
I certainly didn't think that we were going, and this is entirely positive. I certainly didn't expect this conversation. So we'll see if we get to that.
I didn't either.
That's a surprise for that. How much later?
No, I'm so happy you stopped buffering. I was a little worried there. I know that this is a lot. However, I've got this. And then she flips, and it's almost like the binder is magic, because when she flips open the binder, has anyone seen Ella Enchanted?
Nope.
Okay, well, in Ella Enchanted, there's like a book where it looks smaller than it is, but it's just because there's like a face in it, and so he just tells you everything. But like, she flips open the book, and it just opens to the exact page she needs. And it's just, I have some styles for you to look at, and then when you feel ready, you can try them on.
Oh, right.
Are you also a no on the ruffles? If so, I need to cancel some of the orders I made for decorations. I didn't sleep last night.
Perhaps you should get some rest.
I love the implication that you came right out of the quiet whale fight, went to go to bed, and immediately started working on this binder. Because this is the night immediately after that fight.
She went, near-death experience.
Oh, I thought it had been a few days.
Oh, no. You're right. You're so right. It's been a few days. I forgot about that. My
Yeah,
bad.
50 days in the fight. Yeah.
No, this has taken a couple nights. So she got a full night's rest after the whale. And then she went, near-death experience. People around me dying and leaving. Religious manifesto wrapped in wedding planning.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Although I was thinking, for you, Valko, on your jacket, there's this nice dragon design I saw on one of the islands when I was a kid. I drew it from memory, and it looks like a stick figure drawing of Mushu.
Wait, I got you. Goes like searching through about 7 miles of clothing, and finally pulls one out like this.
Yes! Oh my goodness! Did you design that?
Legally, I have to say no.
Legally, you have to
purchased the design though.
Oh, intelligent. I like this. I just think it would really complement the draconic features that you express, but you don't have to like it.
Seems a bit flashy.
But it matches your eyes so well.
And you're getting married on a boat. That's like the epitome of flashy. You're getting married not on a boat. You're getting married on a Zeratin. Your own personal Zeratin.
It's practically a mini island.
Except you are getting married on a private island. Don't thank me, I arranged it all myself. fun. I'm sorry. Right. You guys are being very quiet.
It's a lot, honestly.
Oh, okay. Jackie, can we see 2 outfits each for each groom?
Absolutely. Let's see here. We got... And she'll scroll through and eventually come out with 2. You were thinking suits both, right? Okay. Keeps going, and comes out with 4 suits.
Is this better? Less overwhelming?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, and just say the word, any like bit of the design you don't like, and we can just she like traces like a finger over like what's like a pattern on one of like the collars, and it actively changes as she does. Oh yeah, no, these suits aren't actually here right now. This is our catalog, and so this is more like a planning thing. But we can have them made within 24 hours.
Amazing. Well, they don't have to be made for a couple, like 40, a while. I'm trying to remember the time.
Volga said like after you guys went to the Isles.
No, like, hold on. Yulon calendar.
Oh god, that thing.
Okay, they are called weeks. Okay. Like a week or so, like a couple weeks. Please don't stress.
Oh, none at all. Don't worry about it. We are here to support you.
Well, perfect. What do you both think? Or are you just going to get married in what you're wearing?
The suit is fine, I guess.
Yay!
What do you... He like looks a little over... He looks over at Damon.
I think suits are a good fit.
Lovely. Do you want to choose, or would you like me to choose?
I'll pick something myself.
Okay.
I think I'll let you choose. You know me
I'm honored.
pretty well, so choose something you think that I like.
Okay. I can do that.
Thank you.
And then she'll slip a note. She'll take the binder back. She'll flip a couple pages, land on a design, and then she'll kind of slide it to Jackie. And it's this beautiful dark blue coat with wave designs on it. With like nice sleek black pants. It's very simple. The only really detailing is the embroidery with the ocean on it.
Oh, very classic. Absolutely, we can have this done very easily. Lovely. As for you, my dear, and she'll go over to Valko and hand. And so she got the 2 suits there. She'll hand one of them to you and say, "All right, take this. Any changes and kind of stuff you might want to make, you can do just by you just think about it and send a teeny little bit of power into it, and you'll be able to make little changes. Just let me know when you think you've got your design done, and then we can work on it. Okay?"
Right.
Alrighty. Once we have both of the designs done, we can then discuss further.
I'll be contacting you soon. There's another pair of grooms on this ship. They're going to, yes.
Absolutely. Take this, and she hands you what looks to be just like a folded over piece of paper. And upon opening it, you can see two of the suit designs, one on each side. And she'll come over, and then she will like swipe her finger across it, and designs start shifting before you. This is my catalog. It's a little extensive, so it can take some time to go through everything, but that is all of the current designs that I have prepared.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Of course! And feel free to contact me about any questions, okay? I have to go.
Sweet.
And she...
Oh, wait, the sending stone! And then she, like, hands it.
Yeah, she'll take it and then we'll poof out.
Before the scene ends, she's like, now I really need to talk to Akko and Biz about the binder. And then she's gonna walk off.
Run. I heard.
Okay.
There's something
You
about...
aren't...
Yeah, there's something about it. Akko and Biz, you have a feeling that you're in danger, and as you go to run, the ship instinctively closes off all passageways except the one between Aveline and you.
Oh.
He's even subdued the sheep. We're doomed.
I'll go wild shapes into like a spider or something just to get away.
She, like, walks
You can cast
in,
animal
like,
shapes if you want. We can get away.
She plucks those spider off the wall and she's like, let's talk timeline. Anyway.
Okay.
Fade to black.
Yeah,
That was
fade
a
to black.
wild tangent.
Aveline.
I have plans for Rukar later, too.
Yes. I need you to roll me a D100.
Amazing. Then because I've been placing sending stones in a couple places, I have to ask you a couple things. One, in my vast catalog of women who are seeking partners that I have not yet found loves of their lives, do any match the description that Rukar left on my matchmaking survey?
I forgot
No.
that you.
None of them match Rukar's requirements.
There's no strong adventurers that could beat him to a pulp.
Absolutely not.
Technically, from knowledge, there is one, but you're not gonna find them.
It's gonna be harder than I thought. Okay, what was the D100 for?
So, let's see. Going back to the list, Drex's role. The next day, the Zigzackle does come under attack by a small group of Drowny, although you all are easily able to fend them off. On that 28th, the 5th day of travel, an odd sight breaches the water next to your Zaratan, as what looks to be a group of about 5 merfolk with a very large kind of... It actually almost looks like a small whale breaches next to you, and you can see strapped to this whale are various woven baskets and things. all with like kind of like liquor lids and the kind. And you've come across a merfolk like traveling merchant selling like basic things like foods, and it's essentially the equivalent of like a farmer's market kind of deal. They have like various goods and stuff that they have grown under the ocean.
Do they look single?
No, these are all either married or children.
Why you gotta block my? Why you gotta block me, Kay?
Because this is a simple narrative encounter that I don't have it planned past Merfolk Farmers Market.
I just wanted to sing to them and make them happy.
They are happy. They live honest lives farming, like, sea apples or something. I don't know.
Okay, fine. I had selfish reasons. I wanted more followers.
It's okay, Emma. You can totally keep doing it. Just that Abilene will definitely get canceled.
I turned them into... Wait, no, that's...
Anyway, on the 6th day, you come across a shallower area. You're getting close to the isle now. And you find a shipwreck beached on a sandbar. It looks to have been fairly picked apart. Scavengers and pirates or whoever might have come and taken what goods were left, or maybe there were survivors and they left with it. But there's a wrecked ship that you pass by.
Anything of note about it, or is it just, another ship?
It looks to have been a cargo vessel of sorts, not necessarily heavily armed. Like you don't see, many spots for cannon on it. But very, very wide ship meant to carry a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 6th day,
on the 6th day of adventure, my DM came to me.
Horrors beyond my comprehension.
Oh my god. I don't like the music. What is going on with the music? Sure. We're down to...
As you begin pulling into what should be a familiar port, you are greeted with a scene of violence.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Sorry?
Me?
Fishing boats torn to pieces. Massive craters in the sand. And blood. The village, Rukar's village, is quiet.
Immediately looking towards Rukar. How How's he handling this?
Rukar is silent. He immediately scanned what bodies he could see. Do any of them resemble a bronze dragon?
As you walk up, or are you still in the ship, or are you heading into the village?
Oh, he's heading to the village. Like he's now seeing the sight, he's basically on autopilot.
You pass by skeletons. In various odd skeletons, until you come across the body of a dragon. Though silver and not bronze. As you recognize from your last journey here, Rishara, the silver dragon that guarded against pirates and the like. She had landed on your ship to ask why you were there before guiding you in. A massive hole in her side belies her death. And surrounding her, the motionless corpses of various skeletal warriors and zombies.
Haku is way behind Rukar, mostly because the motherfucker's speed is fuck. On the way, can I inspect the skeletons? To see, first of all, they are truly dead, and second of all, but biggest priority, are these Cassandra's troops?
Make an Arcana check first.
Okay. 12.
You do not sense any necromantic fetters holding together their corpses any longer. They appear to be mundane dead. At this
Mundane?
point. Meaning, this is my way of telling you they're dead.
Okay.
There's no more magic holding them together.
Okay.
You find 3 different kinds. Similar to what you saw in the Bone Isles. You see what were called arcane skeletons and zombies. A more advanced form of necromantic control, reinforcing their bodies with magic. The necromancer of the Dracohydra that you met used such arcane undead. However, it is the same kind of magic that was on the Bone Giants, from what you could tell from the distance.
Okay.
The third kind appear to have been enhanced differently, while the arcane undead have pure magic to reinforce them. These ones appear to have had their skeletal bodies merged with some sort of metal to make an alloy. And true to form, their bodies seem fairly intact, though they are dead.
You're defining the
You also notice that there are no dead bodies among the villagers, only splashes of blood.
This is... There's nothing left?
There are no bodies of the villagers. There is occasionally gore and viscera, but no bodies.
So either something consumed the bodies entirely, or they are using those. Which is not the outcome that I am hoping for, but we obviously have a necromancer on our hands.
Are there any footprints? Like,
Oh, there
big or
are
small?
plenty of footprints in the sand. It is easy to tell the signs of panic, as there are dozens or possibly hundreds of crisscrossing footsteps, as well as giant oblong craters in the ground.
Do any of the footsteps resemble like a giant skeleton?
The craters do.
That's the shard that we are looking for.
I need to find her. She needs to be okay. And you see Ricard essentially rushing to Umur's cavern.
What?
Not even alarming anyone. He just needs to go to see.
Ricard, wait, don't just run off alone. Invisible.
He's already gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Let's just catch up on it.
Right.
So, none of this is Cassandra's doing, right?
Who's to say?
Okay.
You've witnessed a wide variety of necromantic power from Cassandra. Who's to say that all undead that exist are not hers? In some way.
That's true. That is true. If the bone giant is Cassandra's, ooh. We are going to have a grand time, I think.
I wouldn't put it past her.
The reason is why the bone giant came here. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did he get past us without us noticing it?
The corpses around the dragon. What do those look like again?
Those are various undead, skeletons and zombies. There are ones that are faintly glowing purple, and ones that their bones appear to be almost like an alloy of bone and iron.
Can I pick up some of those iron bones and inspect them? It's also glowing ones. Those seem interesting.
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Absolutely. How's a 19 sound?
Yeah, so it appears as though magically the two materials have been merged together. In order to make them stronger. Wow.
And the glowing ones, that's just like necromantic energy wafting off of it.
Yes, like, for those ones, it appears as though literally, like, extra magic has been forced into them in order to reinforce the material.
Like saturating the cloth. Okay. I'll take a few bones for sampling. Just to have. Is there like
Absolutely.
It's not like a trail of blood that's leading anywhere.
Not
That
really.
might be important.
You don't see a trail of... well, you don't see, like, a oh, this trail goes out into the woods kind of thing. There's plenty of, like, trails of blood around the village where it looks like people might have been, attempting to run, or during the fight, whatever fight Rishara had. But none really leaving the village. What are Avalene and Damon doing?
I'm following after Rukar because it seems like he's on to something.
I'm doing the same.
He's going to check on work, so
Okay.
Akko's also following. Just checking all the way what the fuck is going on.
I will probably preface that any cries out to Rukar, like trying to like snap his attention, he is fully tunnel vision right now. He is just going to Uma's den to just see if she's okay. He just needs to see anything at the moment.
Yeah. Yep.
No one on the crew has ever seen Rukar this shaken.
Rukar, you zoom to the cave. About a mile away, you see it. A gargantuan skeleton. Standing by the cave, but it's not. That's not what it's swinging its sword at. It swings and strikes the mountain.
Oh.
The ground rumbles. All of you can feel it, no matter where you are on the island. Almost like an earthquake. As Rukar, you see rock shift and fall. As the mountain that you have known your entire life gets up.
Oh?
Hello?
Rukar, you didn't tell me you lived on a thing.
How far are we behind Rukar?
No matter how far back you are, you can see this
Okay.
as it towers above everything else. Rukar, you see glints of bronze peek through where the rock has finished falling. Scales the size of the Zaratan. As a head slowly turns and takes a bite, swallowing the skeleton.
That's not as much than to do, I would think.
Crunch.
I would probably say that as JC sees the motion, Rukar will try and go no way, but by the time he says that, it's far too late and it's already swallowed.
Crunch. And it opens its mouth. Bits of skeleton fall to the ground.
Does the shard fall with them, any of them?
Yes. You see the skull
okay.
fall, and that little glint of metal in its eye is still there.
Could I possibly, seeing the skull fall, just rush and try and yank that piece of metal out of his eye before anything else could happen, or is that not allowed in this moment?
You do.
Okay.
You fly forward and grab the metal. Wait.
He holds. Who's, I assume he looks up towards the Great Worm.
You do. Do you know what that thing is? What it will do to you?
He kind of just sits there for a moment, kind of just stunned out of his mind. I don't think anyone in the group have seen Dukar this rattled and stunned in just a few moments on his home island. He is at like a loss for words for a second before he takes before he takes the swallow and just like, yes, I know what this is a shard of. I know what this shard belongs to. I do not wish for its power. I just wish to end the madness before it can start anew.
Then take it.
And he does. Or at least attempt to, if there's any resistance.
You're able to take it out. It is a jagged piece of the blade. Make me a wisdom save.
Okay, let me just 28.
Insane screaming assaults your mind as you touch the shard, but you are able to fend it off and not become possessed.
I think as he holds the shard, I imagine not only to get glimpses of faces and screaming of those he never knew, he sees screaming and faces of those that fought and died in this very village. The bloodshed, the carnage, it all just floods into his mind within a span of a minute. But he's able, ever so barely, to just shake himself out of it and just clutch, and basically just kind of clutch tighter on the shard and just like, no, I will not let you.
By this time, everyone will have gathered together. What is your name?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What is your name?
Ricard?
You.
I think he will that a bit before Ricard. Warrior of the Whirlwind clan. Son of the Bronze Dragon Umur.
You
Oh my God.
are Umru's hatchling.
Is she okay?
She is not
With a shaky breath, he kind of just falls to his knees and like a sigh of relief, and like, before returning his attention back to the Great Worm.
She left. I do not know when. Time is not. But she told me she would head south.
Okay. I must admit, I have heard of your presence here only recently. I did not think to meet someone as great as you, literally in this mountain.
I chose to sleep. Staying awake at this age becomes taxing. You have something to ask, don't you?
He kind of like, is that really important? As he gestured to like the area and the carnage around the island, like, is that really important right now?
Do you have the power to undo this? I don't.
Even if the question is for admittedly selfish reasons.
Ask. You are young. You are allowed to be selfish.
We have traveled to the Zexuckle, far up north. I have spoken to some of the last chromatic dragons in existence. I have spoken to Tiamat herself, even to a dragon that I have since learned is not from this world. I asked them if there was a way for me to become to turn have the ability to become one of them. They have since told me to. They have since asked me to choose. They have offered me their scales, but none of them felt right. Do you know the way that they are referring to? Is such a thing possible?
To become like yes.
To become a what?
Like Umrur.
I admit it was ever since she taken me under her wing. It's It's always been a dream of mine to just see what it's like to be anything, even a fraction. To be even a fraction as much of a dragon as she is.
I can offer you one of 3 changes. I can change you to be like us. Though still humanoid. I can give you the power to summon our strength into you once per day. Or I can make you a dragon.
Could you, I'm sorry, okay, can you run by those 3 choices again, please?
He can change you slightly to be more draconic while still retaining your shape.
Mm-hmm.
He can give you the ability to call upon their power once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can turn you into a full dragon.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
For context, I'm going to be upfront with you about the mechanics for this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can either be changed into a dragonborn. You can gain the ability to, once per day, turn into an adult dragon. Or you can be turned into an ancient bronze dragon, losing your race and class features, and instead adopting the character sheet of an ancient bronze dragon.
Holy shit.
With all of the implications of that, all of the powers, including the metallic dragon ability to polymorph back into a humanoid form.
Mm-hmm. So he technically probably can turn into his Heracopter form through polymorph still.
Yes.
Okay.
You would not be able to equip items that are meant for humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
But you would then also have the health and stats of an ancient bronze dragon.
Dude.
Legendary resistances and actions included.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh.
You kinda like have to, don't you?
Oh, I am torn between 2 and 3. Ooh.
Feel
that's
free to
so
look up what the stat sheet of an ancient bronze dragon is as well, if it helps.
Yeah, I'm going to look at that. And the summon the strength points per day. That should turn to an adult dragon of, I assume,
It would
bronze
be an
variety
adult
because-
bronze dragon, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You would be able to take on that form for about a minute each day. But retain your class and race stats, and oop, we lost Anako as well.
I also have to go. I gotta be up really early.
Got it. Sounds like we will probably be cycling down session soon then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we are approaching our time anyway, so
Yeah. I mean, if we want to keep anyone who's watching suspend, we just call it here, and we come back with the choice. But
That's a good
that's
idea.
not fair.
I am pulling up an Ancient Bronze Dragon's character sheet, and it will be in your. You will have access to see it, Havoc, so that you can easily look through it.
Yeah. I also have them up both on like D&D Beyond.
Okay.
I have both adult and ancient to look through.
But yes, I rather like that idea. Unless anybody else has any final parting words, we will give Rukar a week to think about this.
I need to make a bigger binder. If you're a dragon, dragon weddings are huge.
Well, then, in that case, thank you all so very much for coming. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And we will see you guys next time. Remember, alongside our Sunday D&D streams, I am also now streaming video games on Saturdays, so you can catch me on Saturdays and Sundays. Until then, bye-bye!
Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good day.